People who left their churches. What was the final straw? When I was 17, I started going to a Christian mega church, mostly because my crush went there. Later, I found out she was doing special favors for the pastor. Still, at first, I genuinely enjoyed the church, until I started attending their youth group. That's when things got weird. The pastor would lead us in absorbing the Holy Spirit. After taking the holy bread himself, he'd suddenly start speaking in tongues and shaking like he was having a seizure, for 2 or 3 straight minutes. Then he'd tell us he just spoke with God and was given visions of the future. But, of course, he couldn't tell us what he saw, because God made him promise to keep it secret. When we took the holy bread but didn't feel anything, he'd blame it on us. One friend apparently didn't get anything because he wasn't raised religious. Another had an ungodly haircut. Me? My issue was being left-handed. By that point, I already had serious doubts. But then one night completely confirmed it for me. We were doing a session where everyone shared personal stories about their families. When the mic, covered in "Donate for Jesus" stickers, came to me, I hesitated. I didn't know if I wanted to open up. But the pastor pressured me, saying God was speaking to him right now and that God would be disappointed in me if I didn't unburden myself. I was emotionally raw, and his manipulation worked. I shared one of the hardest things I'd ever been through, my older brother being diagnosed with bone cancer a few years earlier. He was in remission by then, but the trauma had deeply affected me. When I finished, the room was quiet for a moment. Then the pastor placed his hand on my shoulder and said, "What a shame your family wasn't part of the church back then. We would have laid hands on him and helped him heal faster through God." I sat there in total disbelief. Then, with his eyes closed, he said, "The Lord is speaking to me again. He wants you to know he's hurt that you think you need medication to get better. He is your medicine." That was it. I stood up and walked out right then and there. As I was leaving, the pastor shouted after me that God was present, and would punish me for this betrayal. Just as I reached the door, I turned around and yelled, "You can go F*** yourself. And if God is here, I'm pretty sure he'll forgive me for that."